Hey there, so today we have another review. This is a beer from Tactical in collaboration with XUL, I'm going to call it. Soul Beer Co. I don't know actually where that's out of. And cool label. I mean, look at that. It's called Order and Chaos. There you go. Got like a dog. Oh, sorry, you got the dog. You got the guy with the scythe. Scythe with a mask and armor and all kinds of crazy stuff. Anyway, this is a Pina Colada Hazy IPA. So you got pineapple, toasted coconut, sabro, and lotus. Comes in at 6.2. Order and Chaos. So this guy turns out pretty light. Nice looking beer. Light beer. Fluffy head. So this one definitely had head. Last Tactical beer review was not very head forward. The mango habanero. A nice looking beer. I mean, comes in a light gold color. Pretty proper looking haze. Beautiful. Huge head being created. Medium plus to full haze on that. On the nose. Has, sweet. You get a sweet coconut thing going on. Definitely some of the just tropical hoppy characteristics. So, yeah, that really nice kind of like shaved coconut. And there's a sweetness in there. So I'm guessing there's also like a candy pineapple note. Bumped up a little bit of hops. It's pretty intoxicating, pretty aromatic. Cheers. Nice. Wow. Plays on the palate as well. Really nice kiss of like just sweetness up front. I think the coconut, the residual sweetness. Actually, crazy thing. I think I recently learned this that when you buy like toasted coconut, they actually, I believe, add sugar to the coconut. I think like coconut's quite fatty, but actually doesn't have enough sugar content to it. So to get that like crispy, like if you've had macaroon cookies, like that toasted when you bake it, it has that like flaky, toasty kind of thing. From what I understand, there's actually sugar added. Maybe I'm wrong, but I believe there's actual sugar added to the product, so that when you toast it, it actually gets that kind of really nice kind of caramelization and like crunchy thing that you get. Because I guess maybe coconut, yeah, I think it's coconut meat in general, which is not sweet enough, right? It's not very sweet. Makes sense if you ever had plain coconut, like out of an actual coconut, versus when you have the shaved coconut or toasted coconut that you can buy. That's actually sweet, right? Really nice kind of kiss of vanilla sweetness up front. Like vanilla slash coconut, that kind of sweet confectionery kind of thing, right? It's almost like a macaroon cookie. Macaroon, not macaron. Macaroon cookie. All that kind of like, baked sweet kind of thing going on. A little bit of kind of pineapple sweetness. Doesn't sell me on pina colada, because what pina colada for me is so much about coconut milk and the creaminess and the unctuous quality. So this comes off a little bit more sweet macaroon with a little bit of pineapple, and hops sort of help build that up a little bit, but doesn't go all the way to like creamy pina colada, like chunky. I guess it's sort of like smooch pina colada to me is like that's pina colada. This is like pineapple, coconut macaroon cookie kind of thing, built on a hazy IPA, which is quite nice. The hazy IPA underneath is actually quite drinkable. Really no bitterness to speak of, which makes sense if you're doing the kind of dessert flavors. No hop burn, no chalkiness really. Quite nice, really. I think if you're going to add coconut and pineapple to a hazy IPA, you can really mess it up. Despite the fact that I don't think it goes all the way to pina colada. It doesn't really quite have to. It hints at pina colada. Doesn't bang you in the head, and what they've made is actually a pretty tasty beer. Like that underneath hazy IPA, I taste is actually quite nice. I think the Sabro and Lotus really help bump up those coconut and pineapple flavors, especially Sabro with that huge coconut flavor to it. We thought Sabro would be the next thing to take over, but it really hasn't. It's actually been like much more of a niche hop because of how divisive that kind of coconut note is. And the other crazy thing about Sabro is it has that really strange dill flavor that I don't really quite taste here, which is nice. Honestly, it's just a very tasty beer. For me, it's a little bit more towards like in between a flight and a half pour. Not quite like a crusher, kind of like I'm gonna smash this beer, because again, it comes off like almost like dessert hazy IPA, but again, not that sweet, which is nice. Not too sweet, so but it's very tasty. I mean, it does the execution's fantastic, novelty is great, and then drinkability is okay. So that's great. I mean, execution is great. They built a really tasty IPA, and they built some really nice flavors on top of it, and it was really good. Even though it's like not something I'm like going crazy over, just the impression is just so good. Like I haven't really tasted anything like this that really like sells the flavors quite well. Like I think Adjunct's Hazy IPA can always be iffy, and this really does those adjuncts a lot of justice. I think again this would crush in a flight. Uh, Very good. I mean, you know me, I like novelty, I like impression. Oh yeah, the beer is actually quite sweet. You can sort of taste it on your lips. Like after you have a beer, I'm like, we should do one of these. Like, oh, there's some residual sweetness in here, right? At least that's one of my physical tricks that I sort of notice. Pastry IPA, pastry stout obviously does that. Very good, very good. Is it getting up there? 94, 94. That is real good. Order and Chaos. Check this one out. If you like hazy IPA and you think that a little bit of desserty flavor in there, and you like pineapple and coconut, you're gonna love this. You're gonna love it. It's so very tasty. 94. Cheers.